Moltes gràcies, Lluís, per l'oportunitat novament i gràcies a tots per escoltar-me. Em dic Bernat Sales, soc el CEO de Better Care i us presentaré què és el que fem, per què ho fem i qui som. Amb el vostre permís ho faré també en anglès perquè simplement hi ha molts termes i conceptes que m'és més fàcil d'explicar en anglès, així que amb el vostre permís doncs començarem la presentació. Let's just start thinking about the patient movement in a hospital nowadays. Patient is usually admitted through the emergency department and then transferred to different departments and units in the hospital. For example, surgery department, resuscitation, ICU, and finally hospitalization. There's a problem in here, and it's that every time patient is transferred, a lot of the previously monitored data is almost completely lost. There's a data disruption. Why? Well, because we have several devices from different manufacturers, each one implementing different communication protocols. We also have specific hospital department solutions that are great for intra-department monitoring, but are missing data transfer functionality. And at the end, what we have is a lack of interoperability between these medical devices and these software solutions. That is, we don't have this patient data continuity inside the hospital. This data discontinuity, this data disruption implies a data loss, the repetition of several clinical tests, having an incomplete patient information, having a more difficult patient tracking, higher cost, and also prolonged treatments and stays. That is, we have an inefficient health system. This is why we created BC-Link. BC-Link is the first software platform offering a complete connectivity solution. It's focused on patient data, its continuity, and its availability. Thanks to its universal compatibility, it doesn't matter which device or software is producing the data, because BC-Link will just acquire, process, display, send, and store all this information wherever needed. Let's go back to the hospital presented in previous slides, and let's see how it would look with BC-Link installed. As a middleware, BC-Link will acquire all patient data being monitored and will transfer all the information into the electronic medical record. Whenever the patient is transferred, all this information will be recovered immediately from the hospital information system. This way, we assure this patient data continuity. And thanks to its universal compatibility, we do not require the hospital to replace or update any medical device or software it may already be using. I mean, we have custom-developed drivers just to ensure this compatibility. BC-Link also offers additional tools to complement patient monitoring. For example, this web application, it's called Web Client, and it's an application just to have the real-time monitoring of the patient in any web browser, smartphone, or tablets. Its integration capabilities allow, for example, to have all the automatic retrieval of patient monitor values together with its real-time monitoring. For example, this is the exact integration we have done in Hospital Clínic de Barcelona. BC-Link does not only acquire all patient data, it can also analyze and process all this information and calculate advanced indicators and biomarkers to complement this patient monitoring. We can also, by using big data techniques, implement algorithms to detect critical events even before they occur. For example, asynchronies. We have an algorithm to calculate the asynchrony index. The asynchrony index is a value that reflects patient-ventilator interaction, and we have published articles showing how we have validated this algorithm, and we have also proved and published an article demonstrating that there's a direct relation between this asynchrony index and patient mortality. So it's not that BC-Link is a complement to patient monitoring, it becomes an essential tool in clinical support decisions. We have identified 3 different market segments. On one side, we have big data medical devices companies, we have hospitals and health institutions, and also research groups interested in both connectivity and processing capabilities of BC-Link. When compared against its competitors, BC-Link ends up being the only software platform offering universal compatibility, doing this high-resolution data acquisition, and implementing algorithms to calculate these advanced indicators and biomarkers to complement this patient monitoring. We have agreements with medical devices companies like Dräger. We have a worldwide distribution agreement signed in 2015. We also have agreements with companies like Timpel and Neon Coden. These are medical devices manufacturers that want to incorporate VisiLink algorithms into their own ventilators. And we also have agreements with companies, IT services companies like IN2 and Medtronic to distribute and help identifying market opportunities. Regarding the clinical practice, we have installed the system in Hospital Clínic de Barcelona. We have more than 200 beds. In Hospital Altaia Manresa, we have about 40 beds, and in the ICU of Hospital Pertaulí. Next year, system will also be deployed in a new hospital in Jordania, but it's still a confidential agreement, so I cannot give you more details about that. And we have also various research licenses distributed worldwide in specific health and research institutions. They are using the system for free, but with the condition that all new knowledge produced is transferred exclusively to Better Care. This is just a brief look of what we have done. VisiLink was born in 2005 as a research project. Company was created in 2010. In 2012, we obtained all the regulatory requirements needed to sell and distribute the product in Europe. 2013 and 2014, we deployed the system with the first clinical licenses in Hospital Altaia Manresa and Hospital Clínic de Barcelona. In 2015, we signed the worldwide distribution agreement with Dräger, and between 2015 and 2017, we signed agreements with companies like Timpel and Neon Coden. We distributed various research licenses all around the world, and last year we obtained all the regulatory requirements needed to sell and distribute the product in the United States and Canada. A huge investment has been made during the last 2 years to fully test and validate the platform, and also to meet all the regulatory requirements to sell and distribute the product worldwide. With the standard hospital license being sold for around 250,000 euros and the annual maintenance revenues we already have, the research and development activities are already covered, also the application maintenance activities. And this is why we aim to raise 400,000 euros, just to initiate business development activities, to promote the marketing action, and start the commercial deployment in Spain, United Kingdom, France, and Germany. Now is the time to sell the product. Team is composed by engineers. I'm the CEO. Jaume Montanyà is an engineer. He has been working in signal acquisition and processing during the last 10 years. The financial team is composed by Josepa Blanc and Gloria Palomar. We also have a strategy advisor, Antonio Sanchez Cordero, and the clinical team led by Dr. Lluís Blanc, who has a wide experience in the critical patient care and is also a specialist in mechanical ventilation. I per acabar només volia dir que aquest és un any ple de reptes, ple d'oportunitats, i que estem segurs que amb la vostra ajuda farem que aquest sigui un any per recordar. Moltes gràcies.